The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Play action. Stroud now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Hawk 70.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Ready.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Lion. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Room past the 35. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
60 Maverick. Ready.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready, go.
They'll try the left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
Third down and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
run. Roll, roll, roll. Think right.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
2nd down and a yard. ETN up the middle. Ooh, the juke. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
11,
From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
13, Luke.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
All right, let's go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate that feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Take right open, open. I'm not flying. I'm not flying. Saints break. Here we go.
Etienne is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage, as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Lawrence going to keep it, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jags go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Left wing 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 79 Broncos. Go.
On first down, Teague. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a 3rd and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 3rd and 6.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Stroud looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And it's taken in at the 9. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. First down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Lawrence. And that's complete TTN out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, Lawrence. All wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And Stroud now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, hey, hey. Go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Big 13, heavy. Here we go, sir.
On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Heavy, heavy.
A give to ETN running right. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 23-yard run. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete here.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now is 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Stroud out of the gun here. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Stroud's pass intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11.
They go play action with Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Well, now a design run for Ridley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Now Stroud. Pryor has it complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
18, pioneer.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
60 average. 60 average. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mustang 19.
Again, it's Stroud. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
On red.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Texans nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
take right open. Open. Go, go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He stiff arms him. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Straight ahead, Etienne. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Got it. Ready? Silver.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 23, here's second and a yard.
Alert! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! 79 Broncos!
They'll keep it on the ground. T, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Warrior 70!
Stroud sets up the play action. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey, go,
From
go.
the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play action. Stroud now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a great
touchdown, Texans. Takedown from 10 yards out. And the Texans are able to claw one back. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. Pushes him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, ETN once more. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
ETN once more. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
on red.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Red.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey, kill. Check. Silver.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Here we go, sir.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
Caught left side, here's Dell. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, T, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 3rd and 1, Stroud. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So he needed one. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. T, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Hey, check that. Ready?
Right back to him on first down. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now. T, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll run on first down. T. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Play action. Here's Stroud. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Texans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jaguars, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0.